Back with Jim Rogers. He has a book out called A Gift to My Children, A Father's Lessons for Life and Investing. And when you listen to what he says about what he believes is coming in the world, and especially America, it's hard to put together what he writes to his children. Don't panic.
Well, don't panic. Keep your head clear, because when everybody else is panicking, you've got to be able to take decisive action and the correct action. Very few people do the right thing when they're panicking.
So what is the correct action when somebody says the dollar is going to be worthless, currency will be worthless?
Well, first of all, people need to do their homework. Don't just sit here and listen to me on TV,
Right.
I promise you. You've got to understand yourself what's going on. But the way historically you've protected yourself is you own real assets, whether that's silver or rice or, real things, natural gas. The things that go up in price when currencies go down are real things. And if you understand them and you can invest in those things and you know enough about them to invest in them, that's how you protect yourself, and you might make money. And you learn about investing abroad.
What do you mean?
Well, you learn about having some of your assets invested in other countries. Everybody should have some money invested in.
What do you invest in? What do you invest in China? Because you live over in China.
I live in Asia. I don't live in China. I live in Singapore.
Okay.
I own some shares in the Chinese stock market. I own the Chinese currency as well. I have investments in many countries.
Is that the currency of the future, or is there going to be one world currency?
I can't imagine there's going to be one world currency unless somehow or another we go back to the gold standard. If we suddenly had a huge disaster tomorrow, people might reach for gold because there's nothing else they could reach for. But that would be the only kind of world currency I could see.
You say that, because we have an audience full of college-age interns today, and you were saying in the break that everybody here should be learning a foreign language, at least one.
Well, the next 50 years is not going to be like the last 50 years for Americans, whether we like it or not. We're not going to control the world in the next 50 years. We're going to try, but we're not going to be able to do it. So everybody should understand a foreign language and be fluent in it, because we're going to have a lot of dealings with the rest of the world, and that will give you a leg up. My daughters speak Chinese. Now, that's not going to make them successful, but at least if they're working in a Chinese restaurant, at least they're going to be the maitre d', they're not going to be the dishwasher.
The Mandarin Chinese?
That's what my daughters speak, yes.
Spanish?
Spanish, Mandarin, Portuguese maybe, if you really want to be.
And English?
And English, of course,
yeah.
yes. My daughters speak English and Chinese.
Okay. All right, when we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit about what you said about farms and some of the stats on what you currently see now in farming and what you think is possibly coming our way. We'll do that next.